Well, on paper and on the highlights reel, there's no shortage of goals in this one this evening. Good evening and welcome to Paramount Plus's coverage of the Isuzu UTE A-League. We're at Cooper's Stadium in Adelaide. Adelaide United, the Reds, at home against the Bulls from Macarthur FC. In 5 previous meetings between these two sides in the A-League, the home side has got up each and every time. Let's have a look at the lineups then. Carl Viant has made 3 changes from the side that conceded a 1-1 draw late on against Melbourne Victory. Alexander Popovic, Juande and Isaias are all suspended while Lockie Barr is injured, so it's a new look central defence pairing of Ben Warland, who's been sidelined with a knee injury, and Nick Ansell, while Ethan Alagic also returns in midfield after 30 minutes against Victory. Up front, Hiroshi Ibusuki hasn't scored in 6 since the World Cup break. Craig Goodwin has. He netted last week and now has 48 in the A-League. For Macarthur, it's been a case of all or nothing so far this season. After 2 of the opening 3 ended in draws, it's been win or bust since then. 4 wins and 5 losses rather, including last time out to the Mariners 2-1. Just one change from that side. Craig Noon comes in for Al-Hassan Toure. Toure joining Carter and Arzani on the bench, but this could play out at the other end where Philip Curto has made more saves than any other keeper in the league, 53 so far, and unchanged at the back. Tommy Uskok, Ivan Vujica have started 13 out of 13 this season. Kurt Ames is our referee this evening. And it's the away side, the Macarthur Bulls, that get us underway, looking to break with history. They've beaten Adelaide 3 times out of 5, but never here at Cooper's. Back-to-back defeats in the last 2 seasons in the city of Churches. Grace Gill joining me this evening. We talk about victory being so important this evening as much as ever, as it's Adelaide immediately onto the front foot. Halloran and Clough in the middle. It may find Zach Clough. His first shot blocked by a desperate Aspro Potomides. And Adelaide, who do start brightly as a rule, almost doing so again there, Grace.
Well, thank you, Robbie. And unsurprising to see Craig Goodwin just getting off to a fly-in start on that left-hand side. How many times have we seen that kind of explosive run from him? And that's the kind of directness and the kind of energy that Carl Viant is going to want to see from his side this afternoon.
Arabuli dispossessed by Ansell. His first tackle of the evening is now with Jed Drew. Gets the cross in, cleared by Ben Warland. So important first touches for the 2 central defenders who are in for Lockie Barr and Alex Popovic this evening. Although they have to be careful at the back, and Warland does that well. Dorigo in midfield. There's no Isaias, there's no Juande. There's a distinctly absent Spanish feel in this Adelaide side. Javi Lopez is at right back, but the other 2 veterans, also fixtures in this side most of the time.
Well, Javi Lopez, a really important part of this Adelaide United defensive setup. Craig Noon was a really important inclusion actually back in this Macarthur's side this afternoon. Late in the game last week, he was on the bench for the Bulls, and I really thought as though his delivery, set-piece take-in, what he adds for Macarthur could have been used against the Central Coast, so pleasing to see him with a start and what he can do in the likes of shaping things up.
That's a very different option to Al-Hassan Toure, isn't it? Not as direct, but at 35 years of age, a wealth of experience. Quick throw for Ibusuki. Uskok, across in cover, stumbles, back to his feet. He's in position to concede the corner. Talk about all change at the back for Adelaide in defence. First start of the season for Ansell, first start since the World Cup break for Warland. But Macarthur, almost no changes. 13th start out of 13 for Curto, the keeper, Uskok and Vujica. 12th start out of 13 for the other 2 at the back, Miller and Aspro Potomides. Goodwin's ball in, the header is a good one, And quickest to recover is Zach Clough, who gets just his second goal for Adelaide, his first of the season. And the side that score most in the opening 15 minutes of matches in the A-League strike again. 6 minutes on the clock, and Coopers erupt. It's 1-0 to the Reds.
Well, it's that delivery there from Craig Goodwin on the Harvey Norman replay. Just speaking about the Macarthur defence, but can't quite get up to challenge on that occasion. And Zach Clough does well to find a toe into the back of the net to get the Reds underway. And at home, Coopers Stadium, they'll be loving this one.
The ball from Goodwin, that wonderful left foot, the header from Warland. That will be an assist for the former Sydney FC, before that former Adelaide central defender, back at home.
The opening matches for Adelaide are a really important part of this team. Out of the 5 games, the side just losing the one with Warland doing his defensive duties. So look, I'm really curious as to see how he can settle back in after a period on the sideline.
It might fall for Clough again. Here's Halloran. Halloran coming in on the left foot. It had plenty behind it. Straight at Philip Curto, who already is making the saves. That's customary. He's the keeper that's made more than any other man with the gloves this season. Ansel. Back to Gauci. Touch from Ryan Kitto. Not so good from Ben Warland, who's turned it over. They've got plenty of numbers forward here. And Arabouli, he was looking for Craig Noon. He got it all mixed up.
Little right shake of the head there from Arabouli, and he's got that one terribly wrong. That's a prime opportunity. Beautiful chance. Running in at the far post is Craig Noon in a wealth of space, and that is a golden chance gone begging for Macarthur.
Good to see another healthy crowd in this fully renovated Coopers Stadium. Arabouli's left it cleverly, and Craig Noon's gone down, and this could be trouble for Warland on his return to the side. It's only yellow in the hand, but they're saying look at the stud marks. There's obviously, Craig Noon looks in some trouble. It's that left leg, is it? Now where is it? Above the knee. Oh, the yellow's gone back into the pocket, which does not look good. Finally, Craig Noon's going to receive some treatment. Referee wants to have a chat to his assistant first. Well, that looks like red marks high up the thigh. Matthew Cream and Henry Day, the referee's assistants here. Daniel Cook, the 4th official. Chris Griffith-Jones, the video assistant referee, who's having a check of this. The 16th minute, it's red for Warland.
Craig Noon had made a good run across his players into the space and was bearing down on the 18-yard box. As we get another look at this one, you can see the direct contact from Warland. Studs raised into the calf of Noon and contact directly on that calf. And the difficult journey for Adelaide here with yellow and red cards continues.
Well, I think he was going for the ball. I don't think it was trying to bring down the player. It was a bouncing ball. It was a difficult one, but look at the stud marks on the inside of that thigh, all the way down. That quietened them down a little bit. Well, the most important thing in all of this is that Craig Noon's back to his feet. He's going to be stinging down that left leg, but he's back to his feet and he's okay. And now, well, look at this one. 16 minutes gone. Adelaide down to 10, leading by a goal to 0. Macarthur with an array of attacking talent. If ever they were going to come back from a goal down, it was going to be this evening. Davila the former Chelsea youth product, standing over this one. It's around the wall and it's off the post. Well, that was really travelling. Joe Gauci got nowhere near it.
Oh, what a delightful strike from Davila. He has hit that so sweetly. All Gauci could do was make a play at it, but he'd been beaten by that. It was a beautiful hit, denied only by the woodwork, but what a strike from Davila. Lovely. Have a look at how this shakes out for the next few minutes to see what Kyle Viet decides to do.
It's Javi Lopez who's moved in alongside Nick Ansell. Now Arabuli's been caught by Alagic. Now Captain Craig Goodwin is trying to sum up the voices of discontent. Alagic sliding in. Doesn't look like there were maybe a bit of ball, and Stud's not showing. He's pulled out of it as much as possible. Goodwin swings it in, back post. The header from Uzcock towards Aspro-Potamides. Cleared by Dorigo. Over the top again, it's a good ball. Miller brought it down, and Ansell had to be there to clear it behind for a corner. Noon delivers, back post, plenty of whip on it. The header from Aspro-Potamides. It's going to be another corner. And Adelaide have to be careful here. They are in the trenches at the moment.
A lot of pressure that Adelaide are absorbing here. To be careful with arms flailing in the 6-yard box.
How many times have we seen it, that header across? Noon delivers again, it's a good ball in, oh, and it's a wonderful save. Joe Gauci denying Miller, an almost certain equaliser.
A brilliant save there by Gauci. He's had to get down quickly. It was a well-directed header by Miller too in the bottom corner, and Gauci's done very well to get down to his right-hand side and just steer that one around the post, but the Bulls are knocking here.
Brilliant stop. Noon again. Again, it's in. Uzcock is there. It's still there, bouncing around off the post again from Arabuli. Well, talk about leading a charmed life. How long can Adelaide's goal resist? It's only been 9 minutes, less if you count ball in play, since the red card.
It's desperation defending from Adelaide. Arabuli falling, always leaning backwards on that one, but again, it's just the woodwork to deny him this afternoon.
First game between these two this season ended 2-0 in favour of Macarthur. It was back in the second weekend of the season. Daniel Arzani and Lockie Rose with the goals, each assisting the other. It was only a couple of weeks after the cup win and things were looking rosy for the Bulls. Since then it's been a little hot and cold, and now Goodwin. Yellow card, Holman. They're fired up, Adelaide. Lopez, nicely done. Clough wins the throw. There will be absolutely no rush. Adelaide, while they're still leading by a goal to nil. Halloran's ball in. Miller clears. Dorigo. Referee allows the advantage. Clough. Oh, it's a lovely work ball! And Ibasuki. Well, that normally is money for old rope for Hiroshi Ibasuki. He is so good in the air.
How about this ball from Zach Clough, though? The shape on that.
Big early switch for Ibasuki. Into the area. Oh, he's trying to turn Vujitsa. In the end, one black and white shirt too many. but not cleared well by Potomides. Gives it straight back. Clough. He whips it in. Goodwin is there. Miller. Great header now. Kitto. Well, he scores great goals, Ryan Kitto, but not on that occasion. The 4 minutes of stoppage time expire. It is somehow just the one goal at Cooper's in a pulsating, controversial and thrilling opening 45 minutes. Adelaide went ahead early with an attacking onslaught. Zach Clough's first goal of the season for the Reds, giving them the lead before Ben Warland sent off before the 20-minute mark. Macarthur hit the post twice, but are still looking for that equalising goal. Half-time at Cooper's, Adelaide 1, Macarthur FC 0. Adelaide start the second half with 10 men after Ben Warland sending off, but they are in the lead by a goal to nil. Zach Clough's second Adelaide goal in the 6th minute separates the two sides. The home side are defending their one-goal advantage at home. They've lost just one at home in their last 11, but they won't have played one for basically 70 minutes with a man down, even if they are the side that have received more red cards than any other this season. That was their 5th of the campaign. So often we see a side reduced to 10 manage to hold firm, grow in stature, live off the defensive energy, and they're sharing it around. Oh, it's Holman. He's on a yellow already. You can see the Adelaide players. He went to ground. Alagic caught.
A nervous moment for the youngster in Holman.
It's a yellow card. The referee may have seen it on the big screen, may have received word from one of his assistants on the sideline.
Perhaps that challenge was enough to constitute the second yellow card, and on first glance it didn't seem to be the case, and unless there was some information sent through about that.
Let's have a look. Well, we'll just recap the rules of VAR. I'm not saying VAR was involved, because the replay is on the big screen. It's a form of VAR, I guess, but not official. Otherwise, the referee does have 3 assistant referees around the pitch as well. There's Clough. And now Alagic hits it. And we talked about it, Grace, in the first half. For the moment, Adelaide are a man down, but it may not be that way forever. And now, with 35 minutes left, it's game on, 10 v 10. Macarthur, when falling behind, have lost every time this season. They've just had as Davila. His shot is blocked. Corner. Noon's delivery has been good. He and Goodwin, 2 of the best left foots in the A-League from set pieces. In it comes, back post. Potomides header back in. Gauci comes and punches. Aspro is there! And he tried the delicate little chip to the back post. The big central defender who has 1 A-League goal in 107 appearances. Can't get number 2.
I do have a stat for you, though. It's a very good stat.
Fire away.
Simon Hill has just sent it to me. The 22 Reds we've had this year in 70 games in the A-League, in the Premier League, they've had 17 red cards in 187 games.
Yes, it has been, as that ball is a great one to the back post. Daniel Arzani on the volley as Noon's ball in was very, very nearly the equaliser.
Well, it was a delightful ball yet again from Noon, and a really well-timed run from Arzani as he meets the ball, dropping. He's just leaning back slightly. He's tried to steer that one goalward, and his hands immediately to his head. Important moment.
Oh, that's quick feet, and Arabouli goes down this time. Claims he was dragged back.
Another look at this. Chance to pull back just slightly over the shoulder. As you say, Robbie, there's no doubt that the arm is there, the contact is there, but the question is it enough?
That's a second change for Macarthur. Tough night for Achana Arabouli, who didn't get really too many sightings on goal in the end. Feels he should have had a penalty. Now, first touch of the ball for Toure. The former Adelaide player. Arzani still going and might yet fall for Toure. Oh, and now Davila surely. Somehow it stays out. Joe Gauci putting his body on the line to preserve his side's lead, and somehow Uli Davila and Al Hassan Toure, Daniel Arzani between them, contrived not to score.
Well, Joe Gauci, take a bow. What a save on the first time of asking. A real goalmouth scrap there, but this one here, that is a tremendous save.
There's the ball in behind for Blackwood to finish it. Curto with an excellent save, corner to follow.
Well, it was a great ball through for Blackwood.
Goodwin's ball, 6.5 minutes left, back post. Ansell was climbing again. Dorigo. Oh, and Madonna between them. Just about dealing with it. Javi Lopez as well. Now, did that take a deflection on the way through? Oh, Adelaide thinks so. Madonna heads it out. We're into the 5th minute of stoppage time. And it's all over. It's a classic Cooper's win for Adelaide United. They did it the hard way. Joe Gauci can take a lot of the credit. 3 top draw saves from him. And Zach Clough's first goal of the season ends up being enough for Carl Veert's home side. They're back to the winner's circle. They're up to 4th in the standings. They leapfrog this evening's opposition. But it was tough after that sending off of their central defender, Ben Warland, in the 16th minute. Already they were without 3 players through suspension. But a red card in the second half to Macarthur's Holman levelled up that score. And Adelaide were able to hold on, courtesy of a couple of good Gauci saves. It's all finished at Cooper's. Adelaide 1, Macarthur 0.